The Parliament of Uganda passed amendments to the Computer Misuse Act, which is a valid move because, I mean, as society keeps evolving, even the laws that manage it should keep evolving for sanity. So, for example, like I feel there should be a law that manages more motivational speakers, or a law that manages pyramid scheme guys. Because I feel it is not right that someone can come and start convincing you that you can become a millionaire from flying all over the world. Out of the blue. Do you want to be your own boss? You look at their shoe and you're like, no. So there's now fresh laws around the Computer Misuse Act. It's protecting image of children in media. It's also protecting personal data. If you access someone's information without authorization, it's now a crime. The law is very harsh. 15 million or 10 years in prison, or both. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can now take out the password in your phone and leave it on the dining table with a little note. I dare you. Couples that check each other's phones are now going to be breaking up without giving reason, because the reason will incriminate you. It's now also expensive to abuse people online. The law has made the minimum requirements better. Before, people would go talk trash about anyone when the only valuable thing they have in their life is the TikTok password and Freaky Friday. Now you also need to have 15 million in your bank. Then there is people who think this law doesn't concern them because it's called computer misuse. Yet for them, they're using a phone. I don't blame them. Matter of fact, the further below your phone goes away from iPhone 14 or Samsung S22, the less computer it becomes. Many of you, your phones, deep inside, you know this law can't be talking about you. I tell. You can abuse anyone you want. If they take you to court, the judge asks you to defend yourself, you just raise your phone. You're a free man. Council Lumumba made it very clear.
The maxim of law used to be de minimis non curat lex. Of small things, the law knows no cure.
Memory card ya kakaga. It's very valid for someone to think their phone can't be a computer. So many of my colleagues here at the garage, it's a miracle their phone can even call. But some of you, you have a phone that can take 4 SIM cards. That's not a phone, that's a call center. Shame on you, child. Get back on topic. Sorry. Anyway, most of the amendments were already catered for in already existing laws. But we don't care. Here in Uganda, we just love making new laws. For example, like we can have a law that says it is illegal to sit on a chair. Then one day we find someone sitting on a chair naked. We shall make a new law about people who sit on chairs naked. Something like that. My first worry of the amendments is the part that criminalizes unsolicited information. Unsolicited information is now a crime. As in, you commit a crime when you tell someone things they didn't ask. And sending good morning is now a risky text. You guys didn't ask for this video. Making unsolicited information a crime effectively means in Uganda it is now illegal to shoot your shot. Human communication has to start somewhere. I mean, you don't need a law degree to know that. Without unsolicited information, so many of us wouldn't be born. Shooting your shot is even okay. There is those of you who keep sending your CV to every company you hear of. Every morning you send your CV to like 50 companies. If that company hadn't advertised, just wait for jail. You walk into a courtroom and you find a sack of applications you've been sending to Stanbic. And just when the judge is about to say, okay, we forgive you, never do this again, you look in the window. MTN HR is also driving in. 2 Sino trucks full of your unsolicited information. Unsolicited information. And that's the problem with amendments. The terms used were left so broad, so general. The terms are so general that by 2030, only like 7 of us would have survived jail. There's just so much room to abuse the law. Let me show you how. There's an amendment that says sharing information off your phone computer that degrades someone is a crime. Yeah, attracts 15 million, 7 years in jail. Yeah, the crime here is degrading information. Now my question is, degrading according to who? Okay, like, because what was the original grade of this person? Some of these people have even already degraded themselves. And a post on social media about them is just confirming. Another term used is ridicule. Like, it is a crime to ridicule someone. As plain as that. They didn't even explain scope. You'll just end up, 15 million, 7 years, blah. Yeah. What did you do? Some of you just have to disable comments. Well, I'm going to see maybe I've waited. Because social media calls it a comment. I am saying what I have seen in your post. That your shirt looks like a tablecloth. Then for you say that it is hate speech. Yet you are the first to hate on yourself. Me, I'm just confirming. Now, comedians, cartoonists, you have to find other things to do. I'm getting mobile money. Withdraw. Investigative journalists too. Because now, it is illegal to record anyone's video or voice without their authorization. Yeah, even if you're gathering evidence. Like this, like if you find someone breaking into a house, the law expects you to be like, bro, do you mind? Oh, thanks. Okay, do your thing. But don't be sad about this law. Forget that you can't afford 15 million. Even the person you're abusing can't afford court. The cost, the time, not worth it. Just abuse each other until one of you wins. No, because you see, if someone makes a post that you have bad breath, and you feel it has degraded you, so you go to court. You're there lining up to see the judge because you're very annoyed. You're carrying 9 box files and 4 jerry cans of saliva samples and toothbrush you've been using for the past 2 months. Everyone in court knows you as the bad breath guy. They all keep passing saying hi so that you can respond and they judge for themselves. It's too much work. At best, this law is just going to create an era of empty threats. You're going to hear from my lawyer. You're going to hear from my lawyer. You'll hear from my lawyer. You're going to hear from my lawyers. Hear from your lawyer. You can't even afford soap. With that salary of yours, the only way anyone can hear from you is traditionally.